Hey guys, when you first get your Windows computer or your laptop and you load it for the first couple of times, it seems to be loading up really fast and very responsive. However, as time goes on, your computer seems to slow down and the boot times become significantly longer and it becomes pretty unresponsive once it loads up. However, in this video, I want to show you how you can significantly reduce your boot times and load times and make the computer much more responsive on load for free, and it's really practical. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, now that we're back on the laptop, let me guide you through the first step. And the first step is to actually go and right click on the taskbar here, and you need to go in Task Manager. So by default, I believe it will show you something like this. So what you want to do is go ahead and click the More Details button. And this is really useful, just apart from for this video as well, just you can find out a bunch of stuff regarding what processes are ongoing, some background processes, how much they're taking up, performance, things like that, app history and whatnot. But we are most concerned with the startup tab for this video. And as you can see here, we have basically the different things that happen on startup. And if you have a lot of programs, you'll probably notice that there are a bunch of their things here. Like I have Epic Games Launcher, Discord, Figma, like other games, so for Valorant, Steam, Spotify, just a whole host of things. So I'd recommend that it'll actually show you like the impact, the startup impact, and whichever ones are pretty high impact, that means they're going to significantly slow down your computer on load. So what you want to do is actually go ahead and disable them if you don't plan on using them. And what I mean by don't plan on using them is that they don't, like, as soon as you start your laptop, you probably don't need them. So the only one I personally really turn on is the Microsoft OneDrive, because it automatically syncs my documents. And even though it's the startup impact is actually pretty high, it's fine with me because that's really the only one I have. Everything else I disable. And once you have disabled everything, and then the next time you restart or load up your computer, it should be much faster, and there shouldn't be any of those pop-ups that happen when you load up, which really annoys me because it's like I don't need these pop-ups, so this should really help with that. Alright guys, so the second tip I have is to actually do something in the power settings. So what you're going to do is go in the power settings. Yeah, I believe it's the power and sleep settings. Yeah, so once you go in here, you want to hit the additional power settings on the right side, and this should open up the old control panel for those who are familiar with it. So what you want to go here is actually go into choose what the power buttons do, and in here you want to hit this thing, change settings that are currently unavailable, and you want to hit that. And if you can see, this turns fast startup is recommended. So yes, actually recommended, and it should be turned on by default in most computers. However, I did notice in mine it was not turned off, and this might be because I got my laptop 2 years ago, so maybe it comes on by default if you bought a newer computer, but maybe for old ones you have to manually turn it on. So all you want to do is turn on fast startup and hit save changes. And now you should notice that, especially when you shut down and you start up again, it should be much faster, because you can probably hit this learn more button and it'll show you, like, it'll explain what it does. I believe it saves a couple of files and things like that to help, instead of storing it in memory, it just saves it, so it's much easier to boot from there. And yeah, but restart isn't affected, so if you're worried about restart times, it shouldn't be much affected, so it's not going to make that faster. But definitely shutting down and starting up again should, you should notice a huge difference. Alright guys, that's been it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a like, and subscribe if you want to stay in the loop for future videos and things like that. And if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them in the feedback section below. And just to let you guys know, we're uploading once a week. And if you guys have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, let us know in the comment section below. And that's been it for this time. Peace.